Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and we're doing an unscheduled blog update. We're going to do it on the Friday rather than the Monday this week, and that's just to capture my thoughts on what has been a pretty disappointing week at the tables. To be honest, it's not been a good week. It's been mostly like stringing losing sessions together. We'll talk about that in just a moment. I want to do the blog today rather than Monday because I've got a lot of thoughts. Well, not a lot of thoughts, but I've got some thoughts running in my head that I always want to get down now, rather than produce some like sanitized version of those thoughts on Sunday for a Monday blog output. So here we are. We'll just go through the results first, get them out of the way, then we'll talk about what's happened. So we've this is the period we're looking at here from Monday to Friday. That adds up to a net loss of £117. Putting my annual profit down to 275 so far, but we've also got this too, which is like this week's play. Talk about why I played some Triple Eight in a moment, but played another 5,000 hands on Triple Eight and tiny bit on Party Poker for a loss of like another $102. So it's been a pretty grim week. We're probably about just shy of £200 down for the week, which is whatever it happens. It's not standard for me, but it's not beyond the realms of possibility, particularly when you start the week playing PLO as we did. As you can see, the PLO results account for quite a lot of my losses. Anything that's got no gap in there is just no limit hold'em. So the live win was Unibet, so we set off by winning a tiny bit on Unibet. Then I made the mistake of, in my opinion, playing some PLO Zoom, 10 PLO Zoom in a bid to try and learn and get better and get volume in, etc. And then we ran and played pretty badly. I think I certainly ran bad. It's hard to say exactly how bad because I don't have Omaha manager, so we're just guessing. But it seemed to me that I lost an awful lot of 50-50s and coin flips and things. When I look them back, I kind of never got it in drawing really shit, but seemed to lose pretty much every time I was all in, or most, not every time, but a lot of the time. You know how it goes. Not going to mourn too much. There's no point. No one wants to hear bad beat stories. That's why we're not going to look at like any or many hands this week, because there has been a lot of run bad. But I guess that's what happens when you play PLO. So we had like 3 reasonable losing sessions in a row at PLO. And then I've decided to like dump the PLO again for the time being. And yeah, am I going to go back to it again in future? Of course I will, because that's just the way I'm made. But do I ever think I'm ever going to have a career as a pot limit Omaha player? I think that's super unlikely. I enjoy playing the game. When you're winning, there's nothing feels better. But when you're losing, and you're losing to what feels like some of the most moronic people on God's earth, but you're still not beating them, it's not nice, it's not fun, and I don't want to feel that way about other people, about the game, things like that. I mean, I've played against some of the worst players imaginable this week, and I've had my ass handed to me. That's going to happen again from time to time, of course. But it's not felt nice. I've not enjoyed it. I don't need poker in my life, so if I'm not enjoying it, there's no point doing it. I want to enjoy it, so I'm not going to play games where maybe 50-60% of the time, maybe 20% of the time when you're on your massive heater, you're feeling really on like quite high, but then the rest of the time you're feeling kind of meh or worse. I don't need those mood swings in my life. I've got a very nice, very happy life. I don't need the mood swings. Will I go back to PLO? Absolutely yes. No doubt I'll play it again sometime, maybe this month, maybe next month, whatever. But do I envisage myself being a PLO player 6 months from now or 12 months from now? No, probably not. Absolutely. In fact, I'd go as far as to say absolutely not. So yeah, we're not done with PLO, but we're certainly not going to put that kind of like whatever it's been there 4 or 5 days of hardcore volume into it. I mean, if it wasn't for this 194, we'd have ended up losing, but the 194's kind of saved us at the start, hasn't it? I played PLO till around Tuesday, I think it was, something like that, and then I decided it wasn't for me. I had some money transferred to me on Party Poker by somebody. I went to just remove it because I had no intention of playing on Party Poker, but they wouldn't let me take it off because it had been used as a bank. They said I've got to play the money through first a little bit, because I've been taking quite a lot of money off Party Poker lately without actually playing any poker. There's usually people transferring money for sessions or for other bits and bobs, money that they owe me. So yeah, money that I'm owed, sorry. So Batty Bogger pretty much said, stop fucking us around, play some of the money through, you got to play it through at least 15% rake or whatever the fuck it was. So I played some 10 and L fast forward just to try and clear it. Won a little bit, then lost a little bit, ended up losing maybe $20 on there, something like that. But it fucking injected the bug of like speed poker back into me, which I didn't fucking want. But I didn't have the self-control to go otherwise. So this is what happened. We went into Triple Eight mostly, and we played some Snap. And the games, to be fair, they seemed pretty soft most of the time. And I did run pretty salty at times. But there's a couple of hands that I played that I'm fucking really perturbed about because I played them both pretty badly. So we're going to look at them, not because they were bad beats or anything, just because I feel I played them badly. And this is what's kind of happened to me. I started off the week playing PLO. I thought trying to play well. Clearly got a little bit tilted is the wrong word, because I mean tilt for me these days is fucking monkey tilt, banging my computer, like just making really, really shit, lousy, low, like super fucking low EV or negative EV players. And none of that happened, but I was just kind of playing with a sense of fucking resignation almost. So it's just not going to be my fucking week. And yeah, I've not played anywhere near my best. And I think that's summed up in, I think it was both of these hands. What was it? I think it was definitely this one. I definitely played this hand very badly, I thought. And it was, I think, the other hand I'm going to look at is against the same player. This guy was kind of getting in my face. You can see by his stats, he's pretty aggro. There've been a few spots where he'd just been check raising me and 3-betting me, and I just hadn't fought back. I hadn't really had much to fight back with, and I guess I got to the middle rope on this one. And I hate how I played this hand. I really hate it. We flopped top pair, top kicker. He's gone with a check raise, and I didn't want to just call because I knew a barrel was going to be coming, and I thought he can be doing this with some just naked something of dimes. I don't know, I fucked it up. I played badly because this is what I should never do. I should just call here if I think he's got some air in his range and like call down on safe runouts. Yeah, I get we've got top two. You could argue it's a bit of a cooler, but I just jammed on him, and this is just totally not me. So when I played this hand, I was like, right, we need to just slow down here and reassess what's going on, because this is not my style. Anyone that's worked with me will know this is absolutely not my style. My style here is to call and then try and avoid diamonds and call down. I might still have lost my entire stack here. On that run, I think on that card I would have saved me, because I would have just folded when he bet the turn. But maybe if I just call the flop, maybe he doesn't bet the turn because his hand's not when he was high value on the turn, it's a flop. But basically, I fucked the hand up, and I wasn't very happy with myself at all. And I think this one might have been against the same player. Yeah, it is. I think I should call 4-bet here against this guy, but I didn't want to be put in a spot where he jams and you get called off on a flip. And I think I made a mistake. I don't know what I was trying to do here. I guess I was just trying to reduce variance. I don't know. As I said, I think I started to play badly at this point, and I just called. Maybe I wanted to keep him in. I don't fucking remember, but I don't like it very much. Anyways, we get a decent flop. He checks. I bet. He calls, and then he just led this turn, and I just thought he's 3-bet pre-flop. He doesn't have much 7x, and I just thought, no, I'm not having it. I couldn't have it on this line here. For whatever reason, I thought he was just trying to buy the pot. Maybe he's picked up a flush draw. Maybe he's like check called, just ace queen of clubs or something. Ace king of clubs on the flop, and I just thought he was trying to push me off the pot. And again, I think I should have just called here to allow his flush draws to continue bluffing, but I didn't. I raised again, and obviously he snapped me off with his pocket sevens. And again, you could argue it's a bit of a shame that our jacks have been cracked by sevens, but do I need to go broke there? I don't know. I started having a little bit of self-doubt. I think I should definitely just have called 4-bet this guy pre. Unquestionably, that's what I should have done. But I didn't, and yeah, I just got taken out of my usual style of play. For whatever reason, my play changed. I went from playing my A game to maybe my B and C game. I didn't feel tilted, but whenever you're not playing your A game, it is a form of tilt. So I've been a bit tilted this week. I've not played my best. So those are two hands that disappointed me the most. There's some of the things I guess we could look at, but there's not much point. As you can see, we got stacked a few times. Ace king, pocket kings, ace king. So most of the time we've had pretty premium hands that we've been losing most of our money with, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm going to try and find some sky hands now to try and show how I've been running baddish as well as not playing great too. Just to demonstrate that if you have a combination of week of running bad and playing bad, you can have a minus £200 week like I've had just about, in relatively small volume, to be fair. I've probably played maybe at the most 8,000 hands this week, and I managed to lose 200. But we'll see if we can find it on Sky. If we can't, then we'll just wrap it up. Yeah, so just a couple of hands on Sky to look at, just to like demonstrate how a little bit of run bads in there too. I'm not going to try to look for any sympathy. We all have bad beats. No one fucking cares about bad beats, but we'll just look at the hands because we haven't had much to look at in terms of the hands. So we got it in here pre-flop against aces versus aces against chalky. Obviously, no one's done anything wrong. Pretty safe flop. Then turn comes a deuce, and then river comes a 5, and he hits 2 pairs with his like 5 deuce side cards, which is a bit annoying, but whatever. And then I played a hand last night against a pretty bad player. I mean, he's a regular of some description, but it's not a good one. Macapaka, he raised, we re-raised to 10 big blinds. We get the 9-6-3 flop. I see, but he calls turn to 6, which theoretically should be a complete brick. I mean, he's called a 3-bet. We could be behind 2 full houses and quads, I guess, but the 6 shouldn't really change very much. He shouldn't have much 6x in his range. He checks. We bet. He puts us all in, but we call off for like £10 more. And he's just like calling 3-bets out of position with 6-9 suited and like turning trips, which again, it happens. I get it. I'm not mad. I'm mourning, but just been mourning like that demonstrating how the week's been. And there was a lot of that on my PLO, and then a lot of like smaller pots too that I haven't bothered reviewing because they are smaller pots. But there's been tons of like 40 and 50 big blind pots where it's gone check, bet, call, check, bet, call, check, river, and they've rivered some weird 2-pair with like, I don't know, 3-1 last night. I think they called the limp called an isolation raise with 10 deuce, something like that, and they check, call, flop, check, call, turn, check, river, and they've hit like the deuce of spades for a 4 flush river. Just things like just shitty little things happening where it's just, if it can go wrong, it's gone wrong. And it's been that kind of week, and it's just one of those things. It happens. It's been a lousy week, and the question now is, what am I going to do about it? Well, the first thing I do about it is it's 10:30 in the morning, and as soon as we start uploading this, I'm going to fuck off to bed and have a lie down, because I've had some good news this morning. I got up, I went and had my diabetic review, and I managed to lose £15 in 6 months, which is pretty good. If we're going to lose £15, let's have it off the weight and not off the bankroll, I guess. So that's pretty good news, but I'm tired, so I'm going to go back to bed because I had to be up early because it was like a fasting blood test and things. So that's the first thing I do, go back to bed. Then I've got work today, which is good. It gets me to go out, gives me a bit of perspective. Like losing a couple of £100 is like whatever. You go to work, you work with some wonderful people who have far bigger challenges in life than losing a few £100 at poker. So that's going to rebalance me a little bit, give me a little sense of perspective. I've had my birthday yesterday, which is really nice. Got to see a lot of people. Had a nice time. And then tomorrow I'm off to the casino with a friend to play in a live tournament. We think we're going to Blackpool. We're not sure. I think we're going to Blackpool to play like a £30 re-entry. It's negative EV to go and play it because by the time we pay that fuel and food and what have you, there's no way my ROI is going to cover it, but I don't give a fuck about that. It's something fun, social thing to go and do with a friend. Hopefully we have a deep win in the tournament. If not, we can have some fun at the cash game afterwards. There's a pretty decent cash game scene in Blackpool. There'll probably be 2 or 3 tables running, which is quite a lot in for the Northwest casinos I go to. It's rare you see more than a couple of cash tables running. There may be even 3 or 4 on a Saturday night at Blackpool. So if we bust the tournament, we'll have some cash game fun, hopefully. And then going forward online next week, we're just going to go back to basics. We're going to go back to playing on Sky. We're going to be playing like the mix of 10NL through 30NL, just whatever the fish are. We're going to go and try and find them. And we're just going to try and get the show back on the road. Overall, for the year so far, we're still in profit. We're like 275 in profit there, less the 100 or whatever it was, 108 was it, something like that. Less $102, which is, I guess, about 80 quid, something like that, roundabout. It's not going to get too anal about it. So we're still up like just shy of 200 in 12 days, which I'll take that. If I can make £200 every 12 days, then I'm going to be a happy bunny. We have to accept that in that there is that result there, but of the plus 194, so it maybe isn't. I think my hourly rate's accurate yet at £12 an hour, but you know what, it is what it is. It's been a brilliant first week. We had a really upbeat blog, and now we've had like a shit second week. That's poker. It really is poker. It's no point doing a blog if you're not going to like talk about the downsides too. It's just constant happy stories. Look at me, happy face. Everyone's waving and fighting rainbows and chasing unicorns everywhere with like whatever nice pink shiny tails and stuff, and no one wants to see all that. I mean, if we're going to like capture the life of a Microstakes grinder, well, we're going to capture it. And it's been a shit week. I haven't played well, I haven't ran well, and I've been a bit tilted at times. So yeah, hopefully this will resonate with some of you guys. If you've got any comments you want to make about the hands I played, I guess we can comment on them. I know I haven't played them well. It will give my detractors reason to pour some derision on me. But again, it will be dishonest of me to like hide some of the worst players that I've made or what have you. There's no point doing these things if you're not going to be honest. So yeah, it's not been the most upbeat of blog updates, but life goes on, and this time next week, or there probably won't be a blog update now until the following Monday. It's going to be like 9 days probably before the next one, or maybe we'll just do one next Friday, who knows. But that's it for now. Fingers crossed we run good in the tournament at the weekend. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and see you over the next blog update sometime next week or the Monday following. Bye for now.